Hey guys, it's Sleeping Sonic Style here. Today we'll be going over the card we pulled in our Koreans Miracle Twins / Unified Minds box opening, and we will be evaluating each card to see what potential grade it could get. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. So I will be sending these cards off to a new grading service instead of Beckett. It is called CGC. I think it's mainly for comic book grading, but recently they have opened up trading card grading. So I have a couple cards already sent out to them, and once it gets back, I'll be making a video on how I think their grading is, the process, and I'll be going over it. And same with these cards get back. So first off, we have the gold card that we pulled. So if we take a look at it, left to right, the left side is a bit larger. Top to bottom, the bottom is also a little bit larger. So centering grade would be off, but everything else looks to be good. And so CGC, they have a pretty modern design. They also have subgrades if you want to add them. It's an additional, I think, $4 or so. So for some of these cards, I will be getting subgrades, and for others that I don't really want the subgrades for, I'll just be getting it without subgrades. I think it's $6 a card per bulk, and bulk is at least 50 cards. So we'll be doing that. So this Misty full art, left to right, looks pretty good. Left side might be a smidge larger. Top to bottom looks pretty good. Bottom maybe a smidge lighter as well. This one I would guess would get a 10. This one in the back maybe a 9.5, hopefully a 10. I don't really see anything wrong with it. And the card, the Mewtwo Mew Tag Team GX. Left side is definitely larger than the right. And the top is a bit bigger than the bottom, so most likely a 9.5 on this one. But yeah. On to the next one. This is the full art Tyranitar Sableye GX. Right hand side is slightly bigger than the left hand side. Top is slightly smaller than the bottom. So I guess this one would get hopefully a 10, maybe a 9.5. I don't know how generous or strict CGC is with their grading. But you know, we'll find out once I get my first batch of cards back. So this card is the regular Tag Team Tyranitar Sableye GX. Left to right looks pretty good on the centering. Top to bottom also looks pretty good. And the main cards, the main thing to look out for with new cards is always centering. Typically, the print quality is fairly good with any modern cards. Currently, 2018, I believe, and later. So, left to right on this is pretty spot on. Top to bottom also pretty spot on. I'm guessing this one will get the 10. Then as for our second copy, left to right, it's a little bit skinnier on the right side. I don't know if you can see that. As far as top to bottom goes, bottom looks to be a sliver, like a slight sliver larger. I'm guessing this card would also get a 10, maybe 9.5 if they're strict. This is one of the hyper rare Aerodactyl GXs we pulled. Top to bottom is slightly larger. Left to right, about on point. Left seems like a smidge lighter, so I guess this would get a 10 as well. But we are hoping for the 10. Next up, the second copy we pulled of the hyper rare Aerodactyl. Left to right, left seems a bit bigger. Top to bottom seems pretty spot on, so I guess this one will get the 10 as well. And for definitely for the full arts, we'll get the subgrade. Definitely for the Mewtwo, Mew will get the subgrade. And the hyper rares will all get the subgrades. For the other cards, not really interested in the subgrades particularly. So we got 3 copies of these Aerodactyl GXs. So for the first one, right hand side slightly bigger. I don't know if you can tell from the camera. Top to bottom, the bottom is also bigger than the top. So this one probably 9.5, maybe a 10. Like I said, we'll see how strict they are. This Aerodactyl, same issues. Right side's slightly bigger. Bottom side's definitely bigger than the top. So 9.5. I'm going to assume they have Beckett-like grading standards since they've been grading comic books for a pretty long time. Hopefully they're slightly more lenient on... They might be slightly more lenient on cards since they just got started, I think back in June or July, so we'll see. Left to right, this one's definitely a lot better. It's a lot closer. Top to bottom, this one is the best one out of the 3, so I'm going to guess this one's definitely going to get a 10. All the other 2 are candidates for 9.5s. And if they grade super harsh, you know, my 9.5s, adjust them to a 9. And as far as like a perfect 10 on the subgrades, all the subgrades, I don't think they do a special label. It's just like holographic blue label. So it's pretty nice looking if you haven't seen any before. This one, left to right, it's off. Right side's definitely bigger for this Dragonite. Top to bottom, bottom slightly bigger than the bottom. So I would guess maybe 9.5 for this Dragonite. This Latios, left hand side's definitely a little bit slimmer than the right hand side, and then top to bottom, bottom's just a sliver bigger. So I'm going to guess a 9.5 on that. Then next up we have our holo rares that we will be sending in. First Celebi, left to right's pretty on point, top to bottom's also on point. I'm going to guess a 10 for this one. And then for this Celebi, left hand side slightly bigger. Top maybe a smidge bigger than the bottom. So for this one, I'm going to guess 9.5. The other one was definitely had better centering. And this one, this Dragonite, we have 4 of them. So this one, right hand side's definitely bigger. Top to bottom, bottom slightly bigger, so 9.5 on that one. This Dragonite, left hand side's slightly bigger this time. And then top to bottom centering looks pretty good, so I would guess maybe a 10 on this one. Make sure to keep track which one's which. This one, right hand side's definitely bigger, and the top looks slightly bigger, so this one, 9.5. And finally, our last Dragonite. Right hand side smidge bigger, and top is also slightly bigger, so I'm going to guess 9.5, maybe a 10. It's not that drastic, so hopefully we'll be able to pull a 10. And that is it for the holographics. And as you know, since this is the Sleeping Snorlax style channel, I will also be sending in 3 of our sleeping cards to get graded. So, the Sleeping Slakoth, left to right looks pretty good. Right side may be a smidge bigger, and then top to bottom, bottom is slightly bigger. 9.5 on that one. Second Slakoth, getting ready to sleep. Right hand side slightly bigger. Top is slightly bigger as well. 9.5 on this one, I'm going to guess. And then finally, our Sleeping Koala. Right side smidge bigger, and then tops and versus bottom. The bottom is slightly bigger for this one, so I'm guessing this one is a 10. Hopefully, you know, we'll get our subgrades on these ones because we are the Sleeping Snorlax style channel, and we like sleeping Pokemon, mainly Snorlax, but other sleeping Pokemon are pretty cool too. And another card I'm getting sent in is this Ponard. I don't know if you could tell, but it looked like it was cut at the top where they seal the packs, and so hopefully we can get an error on this. Any error is an additional $5, I think, for grading fees. So we'll try and take a look at that one when it comes in. And so the last thing to note is how many sleeping things we pulled. So we pulled 10 of these guys. There's 9 right here. I'm sending one in. We pulled 7 of the about to sleep Slackoths. There's 6 right here, and then we're sending one in. And then there was also 9 sleeping koalas. We're sending one in. Or there was 10, and we're sending one in. So 9 right here, and the 10th one is one we're sending in. So, I think for the last one, this Mew Point EX, as you can see, everything is good. Centering 9.5, edges 9.5, corners 9, surface is a 3, and let's see if I can get it just right. But yeah, right there. So you can see that there's a crease right here. So I don't know. I think the label for CGC looks a lot better than Beckett, so I will be sending this off to get cross review graded. I'll see how that service goes, and I'll let you guys know. So yeah, I think that wraps it up for this video. Let me you guys know what you think, which cards will get what grade, and if you enjoyed this type of stuff, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. As always, this is Sleeping Style Snorlax, and I'm out.